Welcome to the reaction to the first episode of WANDAVISION. I am so excited to get to this because of all things Marvel, this is one of the few things that I actually was tempted to watch before I started my Marvel journey because everybody was just talking about it and it was everywhere and people were talking about how good it was. But then I figured I don't know anything about Marvel, so I probably shouldn't watch it. And I just never did. And now I'm glad because I can watch it with you. Going into this, I am confused because Vision's dead. So I'm not really sure what this show is about. The only thing I can think of is there was a period of time there where they were kind of secretly meeting up for I think it was a year. And so maybe the show has to do with them being together during that time or something. It was suggested that I rewatch Avengers Age of Ultron and Captain Marvel before watching this. But I didn't really have time. However, Avengers Age of Ultron, I've seen all the way through twice and I've watched multiple reactions for. So I generally pretty much remember, what happens in that. I may not remember minor little details, but I remember, the main plot points. And I remember how Vision came to be. I remember Wanda's backstory and I remember what happened to her brother, all those things, which are the things that I'm assuming, would be relevant in this show. And then for Captain Marvel, I have no idea how that's going to fit in, how that's going to tie in, but I've only seen it all the way through once. However, I have also watched multiple reactions for it as well. So again, the things that are generally reaction worthy, I have seen those a few times. So hopefully that's enough. And then also because I've been going through X-Men movies, because I finished Infinity Saga, and so now I've been going through all the X-Men movies, it was advised that I not start this until I watched X-Men Days of Future Past. That's already happened. I literally just finished filming the reaction for X-Men Apocalypse. And it has been explained to me the difference. I mean, not in great detail, obviously, and not in a way that I think gives any spoilers, but it's just been explained to me because when I watched Days of Future Past, I didn't realize that Quicksilver and Wanda are brother and sister. I wasn't getting that because his name is Peter in that, which, I know, I don't know how you say it in Sokovian, whatever language they speak. But I know that there are some differences. I didn't know that Wanda's nickname was Scarlet Witch. And in Days of Future Past, Peter had a little sister in a little witch costume. So that's been explained that we had to kind of separate some stuff out because of the weird, rights issues and stuff. So I'm aware of that. I did actually just learn that Magneto is Peter's dad, but I don't know if that makes him Wanda's dad. And I don't know how that's going to tie in, which I am a little bit confused because I was advised to watch, true MCU movies and then also Days of Future Past, which those two things seem like they were supposed to be kept separate. So somehow I guess in this they're going to blend and I don't know how that's going to work. But as far as what this show is actually about, like I said, I have no idea. I do know it's a short show. I think it's only 9 episodes or something. And I know the varying links, and I do know that there are end credit scenes for some of the episodes, and I have an amazing patron who has let me know which episodes those are on, so I should not hopefully miss any of those. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and get into this first episode. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I did know that at least some of this is in black and white, and I feel like it's well, wait, it couldn't take place during the year because I think I've seen clips where she looks like she's from the 1950s or something. Yeah. So I don't fucking know. To find a quiet life. Okay. Okay. Could have just walked around it, but all right. Starring Wanda and Vision. Okay. I don't think the whole show's like this, though. I mean, I guess it could be, but I don't think it is. This is reminding me of Bewitched.
My wife and the flying saucers.
We have a live studio audience.
Is there something special about today? There on the calendar, someone's drawn a little heart right above today's date. Today, we are celebrating.
It's the first time we have ever celebrated this occasion before.
Well, that's me off to work then.
Oh, don't forget.
Okay. I'm very confused by this. So he can just look human? I really do feel like I'm watching Nick at Night.
Hello, dear. I'm Agnes.
Oh,
Your
hey.
neighbor to the right. Golly, you settled in fast. Did you use a moving company?
I sure did. Those boxes don't move themselves.
They do if Wanda moves them.
Oh, no, I'm not single.
Oh, I don't see a ring.
Well, I assure you I'm married. To a man. A human one and tall.
Yeah.
He'll be home later tonight for a special occasion. Just the two of us. Not a birthday.
An anniversary then?
Yes. Yes, it's our anniversary.
Oh, lucky gal. The only way Ralph would remember our anniversary is if there was a beer named June 2nd.
I really don't have a clue what's happening.
I was just reading a Cracker Jack magazine article called... And let me tell you, what Ralph could really use is how to goose your wife so you don't lose your wife.
I feel like Elizabeth is doing a way better job with the accent, like the dialect than. I actually don't know her name. She's in so many different things, but I don't know her name. Humans don't move that fast, Vision.
Gee, Willikers, that was fast. Hey, the music isn't bothering you, is it, pal?
It's very loud.
Would you be so good as to tell me what it is we do here exactly? Do we make something?
No. All I know is since you've gotten here, productivity has gone up 300%.
But productivity doing what?
And no one can process the data quite like you do, pal.
What? I most certainly am not. I'm a regular carbon-based employee made entirely of organic matter, much like yourself.
Absolutely.
It appears there's something special about today, special to Wanda, that's my wife, and gee, I can't for the life of...
He's not wearing a ring either, though.
Vision,
Yes?
wife and I are looking forward to this evening.
Oh, I've seen him and stuff too.
Dinner with Mr. Harkness.
Oh, that's what the heart was. Uh-oh. She's going to prepare a special anniversary dinner?
Employee dinners are a rite of passage for the new hire. Jones over there failed miserably.
The wife thought 5 courses would be sufficient.
And there was that paltry excuse for entertainment.
That jacket is huge.
And then you had that embarrassing display of beatnik enthusiasm.
I wore a turtleneck.
Yes,
And he got fired? For 5 courses and a string quartet and a turtleneck?
no skeletons in your closet, eh, Vision?
I don't have a skeleton, sir.
Your future in this company depends on it.
How are we back in time? What's to do with this house? He has a regular job.
What about seduction techniques? That you should stumble when you walk into a room so he can catch you. It's romantic.
Yeah.
You could point out that the death rate of single men is twice that of married men.
Now that's romantic.
Yeah. Very romantic.
If tonight doesn't go just so, I think this could be the end.
Oh, okay.
Look, I think the best course of action is to impress the wife. Well, wonderful. Glad to know we're both on the same page. Until tonight, then, my darling.
This really is setting itself up like a classic, like, I Love Lucy episode, which I love that show. So, okay, I'm just confused. Are we getting a commercial break? Of you burning his toast. Fuck right off.
This machine has some shine.
You said it. Set the dial and get the taste back into your toast.
I so would not have made it back then.
Top and bottom heating elements can handle anything, from meatloaf to cherry pie to open-faced cheese sandwiches.
What? How? I guess the bottom part? Is it going to explode?
Toastmate 2000 by Stark Industries.
Of course, it's by Stark Industries. Is every episode like this? Don't tell me, but
How very atmospheric.
it's Kitty.
Guess who?
You have to know that's not. Yeah, obviously.
This is the traditional Sokovian greeting of hospitality.
Oh, is that my host behind me?
It certainly is.
Lovely to make your acquaintance.
And this is the outfit she's gonna have to wear the whole night.
Who are those people?
What are you wearing?
Why are they here?
What are you wearing? The heart on the calendar was an abbreviation.
You move at the speed of sound, and I can make a pen float through the air. Who needs to abbreviate?
That's a valid point.
Music, that stunning outfit. I don't want to be unappreciative, but right now. Exactly.
Well, okay, back to Bewitched.
Oh, Agnes, you're a lifesaver.
What kind of housewife would I be if I didn't have a gourmet meal for four just lying about the place?
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, I know you're in a pinch, so this menu can be done in a snap. Lobster thermos.
Literally in a snap if you get out.
Do you set your own jellies, dear?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Good girl. Recipe cards are on the counter there.
Thank you. Bye. Oh, shit. Can she undo it? Oh, way too far back.
Boing, boing,
Here and a
boing, boing.
Well, his wife seems to be having a good time.
oink, oink.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I think that must be my wife summoning me.
She calls you Diane?
I'm just coming, Fred. Excuse me a moment.
I wonder, Paul and Elizabeth, I wonder what the reactions were when this idea was pitched to them.
Were either of you aware that married men are killing single men at an alarming rate?
What? That was not what that said.
Find the lobsters, and did you want the meat tender or pulverized?
Oh, dear.
Well,
This is making me stressed.
anyone for parchisi?
My head is spinning.
Oh, Mrs. Hart.
Same.
You know, I'm beginning to think you're not management material, Vision. From what I've seen here tonight, you can barely...
Oh, she made breakfast for dinner?
Breakfast for dinner? How very,
European.
So, where did you two move from? What brought you here? How long have you been married? And why don't you have children yet?
So many questions.
I think what my...
What's that look about, Wanda?
Yes, we moved from... Yes, we were married.
well, moved from where?
They don't have a memory of it?
Yes, what exactly is your story?
Oh, just leave the poor kids alone.
Well, really, I mean, I think it's a perfectly simple question.
Yeah, it kind of is. This is typical dinner party talk.
Damn it, why? Why did you...
Nobody at this table is freaking out enough.
Stop it! Stop it!
This is really weird.
Stop it!
Why is she saying stop it and why are they just letting it happen?
Vision, help him.
That was very weird for multiple reasons.
Would you look at the time?
We better be going.
You made me proud tonight, son. First thing Monday morning, you and me are gonna have a little chat. We'll see about that promotion, huh?
Yes!
What?
Thank you.
Oh, the lobster. Okay.
What a charming door knocker.
Okay, Andy's back.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Yeah.
We don't have an anniversary or even wedding rings.
Well, couldn't you make some for us? I do.
Yes, I do.
And they lived happily ever after.
I mean, that's so cute, but what the hell is going on? Is this really the end of the episode? Okay. What? Oh, wait. Oh, what's this stuff here? What the fuck was that? Okay. I have no idea what I just watched. I mean, I love seeing the two of them like together again. Because I loved them. But what the hell was that? Okay. So there were a couple of things in this that, well, like when I just kind of got out of my head and just like tried to take it for what it was enjoyable. But I did grow up watching Nick at Night. So like I grew up, as a kid watching like I Love Lucy and, Bewitched, like I mentioned, and I Dream of Jeannie and Brady Bunch and stuff like that. Like I watched these old shows, like even like Laverne and Shirley and stuff. I Love Lucy was definitely the main one, and this had kind of an I Love Lucy vibe with a little bit of witch mix in, obviously, which makes sense because she's known as the Scarlet Witch in the comics. So like, yeah, I enjoyed that aspect of it because like it had almost like a nostalgia factor, which doesn't make any sense. But nothing about this episode made sense. But there were a couple of things about this that make me think, I don't know, are they like trapped in some sort of like alternate reality or alternate universe or something? Don't answer any of these questions. This is just kind of stuff that's going through my head right now, trying to make sense of what I just watched. I mean, because I know like their powers, they can do a lot of things, but like, I was about to say, but can they like reshape reality? I don't necessarily recall them being able to do that. Either one of them. Vision, they seem like, I mean, maybe could. If you really wanted to, maybe. The Vision's dead. But what makes me say that is because, yeah, there is the whole thing of where like they don't have an anniversary. They didn't have wedding rings. They don't know why they moved there. They don't know where they moved there from. Like when they started actually pressing them for like details about their background, they couldn't come up with anything. Almost like they didn't have it. Like their either the memories had been wiped or they just didn't have them. Like almost like they had just been like created from that moment on, like from when they like moved into this house basically. So that's interesting. But then the way that like the wife was reacting when his boss was choking, and then after that happened, he just was like, "Oh, well, you really impressed me. We'll talk about that promotion on Monday." Like, what? That was also really odd. And then obviously we have that there at the very end of the episode where it zooms out of the show and it's on TV, and then everything else around it was like normal present day stuff. So that makes me think like trapped or something in some sort of alternate reality type thing, like trapped in some sort of a simulation or something like that. Yeah, that's kind of where my mind's going. But yeah, I was not planning on watching the next episode right now, but I feel like I need to because maybe it will give me some answers. I mean, I hope that the whole show isn't like this. And I find it really hard to believe that it would be because this show was very, very popular when it came out. And if the show was all like this, I don't think that would have been the case. So yeah. So I am going to go ahead and watch the next episode. See if that gives me any more answers. Because, I mean, the whole series is only like 9 episodes long. So I feel like the pacing is probably going to have to be fairly quick for whatever story it is that they're going to tell. So we'll see. Okay, that is going to wrap up this one because I'm not really sure what to share here because I don't know what the hell I just watched. I just want to find out more information. I want this all to make sense. So we're going to go ahead and watch the second episode now. As of right now, there wasn't really anything in this that like I feel like I needed to watch either Days of Future Past or Captain Marvel or Age of Ultron for. So I think that's still going to come into play. But yeah. All right. If you're watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for the support. By the way, I just want to state, like, I don't know what the hell happens, but it's not like I'm like, this is terrible. Why am I watching this? I want to keep watching to get all the answers because there's obviously there's a purpose to this, I feel like. So just going to put that out there. It's not that I didn't enjoy this episode. I'm just really confused right now. And I want to find out what's going on. So if you are watching this on YouTube and you want access to the full reactions and you want to go ahead and finish out the rest of the series because they have already finished it by the time you're seeing this for sure. And they're way further along in my Marvel journey. You can do so by clicking the link in the description below and heading over there. Full reactions are in watch along style, so you do need to have your own copy of the episode to watch alongside mine for copyright reasons. If what you're most interested in is getting early access to the YouTube versions and or you want access to the Discord server for the channel, you can do that right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You don't even have to mess with Patreon. You also get some other perks depending on what tier you're on. But if you want to be a casual viewer, that's totally cool. Just make sure you hit the subscribe and notification button so you don't miss the next reaction when it goes out. And hopefully I'll see you in that one.